Well, hello everyone. I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful day today. So I have something I want to share with you that I just saw, and you are going to hopefully feel the way that I feel. My stomach did an absolute twisty flop like I'm on a roller coaster. I find this completely interesting, so I'm going to read this article for you, and when it pops up, okay, here it goes. This is from amgnews.com, and it says, FEMA smart guillotines placed in FEMA internment camps. There's a video that I will watch, and then if it's anything, I'll place it at the end. Okay, this was from May 23rd of this year. Says a United States Air Force C-17 cargo plane arrived at Andrews Air Force Base loaded with crates of smart guillotines, says a White House insider speaking under condition of anonymity. The technologically advanced guillotines, he said, are being manufactured in Beijing before being flown exclusively to U.S. air bases. Then the military distributes the guillotines to FEMA camps nationwide. He said the Smart Guillotines project was commissioned in 2011 at the request of former President Barack Obama, who had hoped during his term to declare martial law and use the deadly apparatus against patriots and freedom fighters that challenged his one world government agenda. The guillotine, he added, is the ideal method of execution for installing fear to the masses. The guillotine gained popularity during the French Revolution. The device consists of a tall, upright frame in which a weighted and angled blade is raised to the top and suspended. The condemned person is secured with stocks at the bottom of the frame, positioning the neck directly below the blade. The blade is then released and quickly fall and forcefully decapitate the victim with a single clean pass so that the head falls into the basket below. The smart guillotines retain the basic design while adding several scientific advancements. For example, the headrest has motion sensors and pressure plates that detect the presence of a human neck. No operator is needed. A computer drops and retracts a razor-sharp weighted titanium blade, which our source has said can sever several hundred heads per sharpening. If a person resists, arm and leg restraints spring forth from recessed compartments, rendering the victim immobile. Moreover, the smart guillotines employ biometric scanning, including facial recognition technology, to exonerate persons mistakenly placed on the guillotine for execution. The deep state, and by association, FEMA recognized that some of its own people's heads might accidentally wind up on the chopping block. They had to devise a way to stop the blade from lopping off friends' heads. So when a person is face down waiting for the blade to fall, the computer scans the face and the iris. If it matches a friendly face stored in the database, the blade won't fall and the person is set free. Oh my goodness. After Obama left office, FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security kept the Smart Guillotine project alive using slush funds and black project money to fund 3,000 of the villainous devices, each of which reportedly cost $17 million. FEMA ordered them from the Chinese, our sources added, because the agency felt guilty about using made-in-America products to execute Americans. In addition, the Chinese versions are less costly. The Andrews Air Force Base shipment, over 500 smart guillotines, was distributed by rail or train to FEMA Zone 6, an area encompassing Texas, New Mexico, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Belgrade, and Arkansas. Primarily red states likely to resist the declaration of martial law or a military insertion against the American people. FEMA's main focus is on Texas. All eyes are on Texas. If there's going to be a public insurrection, they know the battle lines will be drawn in Texas. They know the patriot community is thick in Texas. That's why Texas is receiving more of these smart guillotines than any other state. FEMA's first strike will occur in Texas, our source says. The 500 units were sent to FEMA camps near Austin. A New World Order let's see here. The 500 units were sent to FEMA camps near Austin, a New World Order shock training facility in Waco, and a FEMA internment camp disguised as a water treatment facility in Carlton. All states have them, but Texas got the majority right now, our sources said. If all the information is accurate, the deep state using FEMA as its agent of evil is expediting plans to herd humans into internment camps. The acquisition of smart guillotines is a part of the deep state's hatred of America, the American people, and of the document of the Constitution our forefathers authored to protect us from the wicked people in government. Okay. I'm going to watch this video, and if it's anything decent, I'm going to, I'll put it on here. Otherwise, I'll just come back and talk for a few minutes. Okay, so the video was kind of robotic, so it was hard to hear, but I do have another video that I'm going to put up after this, and it's about 22 minutes, so that's why I'm going to do it separately. This... Oh, I hate to laugh, but oh my goodness. Do you see where this is going? I know I always say that every time something comes up and a new prophecy or a new something comes up, I always say that. Do you see where this is going? And I say that because I hope that you're recognizing the signs. I hope that you're seeing this stuff coming up, and that you're not blind to think that this stuff can't happen, or that this stuff isn't going to happen, that Americans are never going to let themselves get their heads chopped off. You don't have a choice, okay? You will not have a choice. And we can already see the build up to it. And it's like a bottle that has a lot of pressure to it. It's going to explode at some point, okay? If you shake up that bottle like we're being shaken, it's going to explode. And it's going to come to an end at some point. And this right here, what I just read for you, this is where this is all headed. The smart technology, the robotic technology, the beast system technology, being that you can see it with all within a screen. I'm not quite sure why they kind of threw President Obama in there. I'm kind of questioning. That's kind of interesting how they would do that. And it kind of makes you wonder. This is just nuts, guys. I mean, if you don't know Christ, we will not be here to see this. Those that are believers in Christ, that are saved and sealed, we will not be here to see this happen. But I am so burdened in the heart for people who will be here, because there will be people here, and they will have to endure that. And, the rapture hasn't happened yet, so I don't know what more there has to be for you to recognize the place that we are in and the moment that is about to take place. Now is the time. Today is the day of your salvation. Now is the time to get onto the boat, because the curtains are closing. The door is closing. And if you don't know Jesus, you are going to be left behind, and this is your fate. This is what you're going to have to face. How scary is that? So I'm going to leave that with you. I'll leave the link down below, and I will also put up the video next, so you can see it's a bunch of different mixture of stuff. It's about 22 minutes long, so it kind of goes along and it ties in with this this video here. But guys, the rapture is coming. I don't know how much more clear it has to be. Jesus is coming. This is the stuff. They're already being shipped here. They're already being implemented. That means that we are out of here soon, because that stuff is for the tribulation saints. That's not for us. So, if you're a Christian, oh my goodness, wake up, wake up and look up. Oh my goodness, we are going home. So anyways, I'm going to leave that with you. And until next time, may you be richly blessed.